Are you looking for the best soundbar? In this video, we will look at some of the best soundbars on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 5. The Sonos Ray has a fair stereo frequency response. Like most premium bars on the market, this soundbar comes with a room correction device that's designed to adjust its output based on your room's unique acoustics. It's called TruePlay, and it's available on compatible iOS devices. With it on, the bar's sound profile is pretty balanced, especially in the mids, where most voices and lead instruments reproduce. As with most standalone bars, the lack of bass is noticeable, especially with bass-heavy genres like hip-hop and EDM. Still, if you mostly listen to dialogue-centric TV shows without a lot of bass mixed in, you'll find the vocals pleasant and detailed. The Sonos Ray is the manufacturer's budget-friendly soundbar. It's for those who want to get in on the brand with a simple, plug-and-play upgrade over their TV speakers, much like the Bose TV speaker. It's a solid pick if you're already a fan of the Sonos ecosystem, and its pleasant vocal clarity makes it a fair choice for music and dialogue-focused TV shows. You can find better offerings for movies with a dedicated subwoofer and even rear satellites included for the same price as the Sonos bar, but fans of the Ray will likely appreciate its small, compact design in the first place. See our recommendations for the best small soundbars, the best budget soundbars, and the best soundbars under $300. This soundbar comes in two color variants, black and white. We tested the black variant, and you'll find the label for our model here. We expect that the white variant will offer similar performance. If you encounter another version of this soundbar, let us know in the discussions, and we'll update our review. The Sonos Ray is an affordable offering from the manufacturer released in 2022. This entry-level 2.0 soundbar is easy to integrate into your existing Sonos ecosystem using the Sonos S2 app. While it doesn't support Dolby Atmos content like the Sonos Beam, Gen 2, or the Sonos Arc, it can playback 5.1 surround sound content like Dolby Digital and DTS. You can upgrade the setup down the line with the Sonos sub and speakers like the Sonos One SL or the Sonos 5. Number 4. The Vizio M-Series M512AH6 is a 5.1.2 setup released in 2021. It's a mid-range offering from the manufacturer that's one of the few bars in its price range to include rear satellites for a more immersive surround sound. As with many Vizio bars, you have to wire the satellites to the sub, which isn't ideal for every living room setup. Without up-firing drivers on its satellites, it doesn't sound quite as immersive as the more premium Vizio Elevate. However, the two up-firing drivers in the bar make a real difference with Dolby Atmos content, especially compared to budget selections like the Vizio M-Series M51AH6. The Vizio M512AH6 is great for mixed usage. It's a versatile 5.1.2 bar that stands out compared to other bars at its wallet-friendly price point. Plug it into your TV, and voices and lead instruments are clear right out of the box thanks to its balanced sound. The sub brings rumble in the bass to bring bass-heavy genres and action-packed scenes to life, and its satellites add to the immersive feeling with movies. Compared to more premium offerings, it doesn't bring the same cinematic feeling, especially with Atmos content, but if you're on a tighter budget, it's a solid pick. The Vizio M512AH6 is a mid-range 5.1.2 soundbar with satellites and a subwoofer included. It's pretty versatile, especially compared to other bars at its price point like the LG SP8YA. You won't find as many customization tools as with more premium bars, and there's not as much of a cinematic feel with Atmos content. Still, if you don't have to spend a lot on a bar, it's a great value pick. See our recommendations for the best 5.1 soundbars, the best Vizio soundbars, and the best Dolby Atmos soundbars. The Vizio M-Series M512AH6 is a more affordable alternative to the Vizio M-Series Elevate M512EK6, and it may be a better value for some users. The main difference between these two bars is that the better-built Elevate has a unique design, and its sides rotate when you listen to Atmos content for a more immersive sound. However, the M512AH6 has a better soundstage out of the box, and its low bass is more extended. If you don't need this extra Atmos feature, it's a good value overall. Number 3. Amongst the legions of headphones that make up Sennheiser's domestic audio offering, one device has for a long time stuck out from all the rest. The original Ambeo soundbar, recently renamed Ambeo Soundbar Max, was always an anomaly within its own brand's product lineup, and even now that it finally has a sibling, it remains uniquely distinct from pretty much every other home cinema sound product on the market. As a 77-year-old company with a fair bit of clout attached to its name, it's surprising that for a long time Sennheiser resisted the urge to release any type of loudspeaker, be it Bluetooth, smart or multi-room. That changed in 2020 when the increased accessibility of Dolby Atmos technology and content led it to venture into the world of soundbars, unleashing the behemoth that is Ambeo onto an unsuspecting public. With its 13 front, side and upward-facing drivers, the Sennheiser Ambeo Soundbar Max delivers a generous 5.1.4 channels of Dolby Atmos sound and exemplifies the "go big or go home" attitude found in much of the company's pro audio equipment. At the time of its release, and even more so now, there were already plenty of other Dolby Atmos soundbars available. However, the Sennheiser Ambeo soundbar was, and remains, something a bit different. For starters, it's much more expensive than almost every other soundbar on the market, both single-speaker and multi-box. It's also much bigger, heavier and more awkward. But in many ways, it's also much better. In fact, it's one of the most authoritative-sounding soundbars we've ever heard. And thanks to a recent software update, it also boasts one of the most comprehensive feature sets around. Originally launched at £2,199 per $2,500 per $4,000, though it can sometimes be found discounted by about 10%, the cost of the Ambeo veers into "you may as well buy full-sized speakers" territory. And there are plenty of excellent speaker packages to choose from, such as the Diamond 12.1 HCP, £1,299 per $2,025 per $4,122, which you could purchase for less and still have change for an AV receiver. But the Ambeo has endured because it appeals to the specific needs of those who would like to have, and can afford, a full surround system with Dolby Atmos but simply don't have the requisite space to house it. Number 2. At the top end of the soundbar market, there are two schools of thought. The first is that costlier models warrant additional speakers for enhanced bass and surround performance. The second is that a single, high-quality soundbar should be able to competently deliver excellent treble clarity, bass and a room-filling sound on its own, with extra boxes available, though not necessary, to suit the taste, homes and pockets of the buyer. The Sony HT-A7000 falls firmly into the latter camp. This 7.1.2 slab of sound packs 2 up-firing speakers, 2 beam tweeters, 5 front-facing drivers and a built-in dual subwoofer into a single chassis. And it's an approach that appeals. After all, isn't the point of a soundbar that it delivers cinematic audio without the need for lots of speakers? Of course, we also understand that low frequencies are most faithfully reproduced by larger drivers and that reflected surround sound is no match for direct audio. Often though, we've found that multi-box systems aren't cohesive as a whole, and rather than increase the perception of immersive and realistic sound, if they're not all top performers, the sub and surrounds become distracting. Which rather defeats the point. Standing proudly on its own two rubberized feet, the HT-A7000 doesn't require any additional speakers to justify its hefty price point of £1,199 per $1,300 per $1,699, or its position as Sony's flagship soundbar. However, if you did want to add to the HT-A7000, you could almost double that price. There's a choice of two subwoofers, the 300W SAW SW5 priced at £699 per $700 per $899, and the 200W SAW SW3 costing £449 per $400 per $599. A pair of surround SAW RS3S speakers costs £449 per $350 per $649, and, slightly disappointingly at this price, they only have front-facing drivers. Number 1. The Samsung Q990B 656W 11.1.4 channel Dolby Atmos soundbar system can provide theater-like audio that is tuned to your unique room. An 11-channel soundbar, a dedicated subwoofer, and 2 rear speakers with surround and firing audio are included in the system. This system, which supports Dolby Atmos and DTS-X, allows you to immerse yourself in cinematic sound that emanates from above and all around you. This audio, like other Samsung technologies, is adjusted to your environment for a realistic experience and tailored so that you can hear speech. The Q990B, with Alexa and Bluetooth compatibility, may serve as the focus of your complete home's audio demands. When linked with a compatible Samsung QLED TV, the soundbar will evaluate your space and intelligently tune the audio and bass for a more realistic experience. The Samsung HWQ990B11.1.4ch soundbar's audio is dynamically optimized to enhance voice clarity, so you can hear the dialogue in movies and TV, sports play-by-play, and the plot of your favorite games. The Samsung HWQ990B11.1.4ch soundbar with room noise is designed to ensure that voices in your TV, movies and games are always audible. Q Symphony, which synchronizes music playing with the speakers within compatible Samsung TVs, expands the soundstage of your audio even more. If you or someone in your home is an avid gamer, they'll love the extra 3D audio immersion they'll get from the soundbar's dual-up firing speakers. Game Pro mode works with select TVs and compatible gaming consoles, such as the Xbox Series 10 and PlayStation 5. Pair your iPhone and other iOS devices with the Q990B and stream your favorite music. Stream music and podcasts from various mobile devices to the Sound